Mysterious Britain. Warding Off Evil, Part 3. The last line of defence. Field magic, fading beliefs and Britain's hidden psychology. In parts 1 and 2, we explored the hidden defences woven into Britain's oldest homes, from the marks carved above thresholds to cats sealed into walls and bottles buried beneath hearthstones. But as we conclude our series, we must step outside the front door, because the eerie truth is this: the magic didn't end at the house, it spilled into the fields. The barns, byres and open countryside held dangers every bit as threatening as witches at the window, and here the old protective arts evolved into something larger, stranger and more deeply rooted in survival. Today we journey into Britain's rural heart. The charms that guarded livestock, the rituals whispered over churns and sheepfolds, the protections that failed, and the quiet psychological truths behind them. And finally, how archaeology uncovered the magic that modernity almost erased. Charms of the fields, protection beyond the threshold. For most of British history, the real wealth of a family didn't sit in a coffer by the hearth. It lived on 4 legs. One cow sick could mean hunger. One blight could bankrupt a farm. One bad season could push a household toward ruin. So the protective magic described in earlier episodes, circles, marks, iron ritual, migrated outwards. It settled into barns, dairy houses, stables, sheepfolds, boundary lines and the fields themselves. These weren't quaint rural beliefs. They were survival strategies dressed in folklore. Cattle as targets and why they needed magic. In pre-modern Britain, livestock were extraordinarily vulnerable to disease, sudden storms, theft, witchcraft accusations very often linked to sick animals. A dying cow was not just an inconvenience, it could cripple a family, and so the same forms of protection found carved into houses also appeared in barns. A Gloucestershire barn, restored in 2018, revealed daisy wheel witch marks on every supporting beam placed there, according to local folklore, to keep the milk flowing and the witches out. The belief was simple: protect the cows and you protect the household. The barn was as sacred a battleground as the hearth. Fancy more Victorian seances, scandalous trials and newspaper absurdities that make modern headlines look tame? We've got over 750 stories tucked away on Patreon, ad-free, early and exclusive.